welcome to the Alphabetti show. I'm your host, Pritchard. I'm the artistic and executive director of Alphabetti Theatre, where we're currently in. I am wearing a dark blue or navy, some may say, hat. And the guys are just doing some signs behind me, so it's quite confusing. And how are we doing? What else am I wearing? I'm wearing a charcoal navy shirt, which is by BAM, which is rather nice. They're an ethical company. It's very, very soft. I would say it's about as soft as a baby's inside thigh, which I should know because I have a child, and it's very, very soft and delicious. I mean, my baby is not the shirt, although the shirt is, if you fancy that. I'm also wearing jeans, which is a rarity for me. I don't normally wear jeans. Woohoo! And I'm wearing odd socks, which is blue with a yellow and a pink triangles, and some brogues. So that's me. I'm in Alphabetti Theatre. I'm next to a really freaky ventriloquism dummy, which you'll find out why later. And there's a box next to me, and I've got a nice little glass of beer. And that's that. I've also got a poorly thumb because my mum's a caterer, so she sent me a razor sharp grater, and it just took off my thumb because I'm not a very good cook. Actually, that's a lie. I'm a very good cook, but I just didn't handle that. So that's that there. How was your month? Pretty alright, really, you know. We got up to some things at Alphabetti here. We did all sorts of bits. We did some audio players and all sorts, which are all coming live and they're all being edited currently. So this is a bit of fluff because I'm just checking that everything's working, and the guys behind me are doing lots of hand signals, so I'm just checking that everything's alright. So I'm hoping people are going to give me a thumbs up in a minute. Let's run, we're just going to run a quick advert here and see everything's all right. So I hope you guys enjoy that.
Alphabetti today to do an audio recording of Baking These, which will hopefully be available to you in the autumn. Oh, hello. My name's Steve Byron. You may know me from such shows as Baking These and Sausage Fingers or Floorboards. I'm in at Alphabetti today to do an audio recording of Baking These, which will hopefully be available to you in the autumn, free of charge. But something very important has come to my attention. This fantastic Alphabetti 2020 calendar is still available. 108 copies of this are still available. Only £5. If there's anything I could say to you other than stay safe, it would be invest in one of these calendars. 12 sumptuous shots of Rex the Wonder Dog in various poses and situations. September being my favourite. Like I say, it's only £5. What's that? A couple of cans? Half a takeaway? You can get this on the website. The Alphabetti 2020 calendar. You don't want to miss it.
Ahoy! So there you are, that's Sevi Byron, or Steve Byron as he likes to be called, or Gary's mate, one of his favourite names as well. So who's in the room? I'm going to show you, and we've upped our technical capacity. I think there's a little bit of an audio loop, so just bear with us. I'm going to continue to talk, and I'm just going to show you some stuff, and probably sing some lift music while that's going on, because what else can I do if I can't speak to you? So you bear with me. Adam, I've got the GoPro. Do you want to put that on and I'll show everyone what's happening while these guys are trying to work out? So, is this working at all? Oh yes, Rex and How are we getting on, my friend?
Yeah, I think we're still gonna.
I think there's a loop again, but we don't know why there is. Perhaps it's because we're amiss. Ooh. On average each year, we hold 300 performances, and yes, they are live without this technical mumbo jumbo. And we provide work for 2,000 freelancers / artists. Yes, welcome 13,500 audience members. And offer 60%. Pay what you feel shows. Can we go to the main camera? Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you some of the stuff we've done. So whilst these guys are sorting out that tech there, it's still not working. So we'll just what we've done here.
So if you're back in 10.
We'll be back in 10 minutes. Hello and welcome back to the Betti Show. We just like to make sure everyone's on the ball, so we like to confuse ourselves and scare ourselves. It's really hard because there's no audience here. There's just us that know it's the way it's meant to be, but not the way it is sometimes. Hopefully it's all working. I've just got the guys up and around there. I hope everyone liked the singing earlier. I'm Pritchard. I'm the Artistic and Executive Director of Alphabetti Theatre. I've kind of talked through what I'm wearing already, but I'm going to do it again because in case people missed the first bit or the loop was happening. So I'm wearing jeans for a rarity, and I'm wearing odd socks. I'm wearing a strawberry sock on my right. Yeah, it is my right. Oh, thank you, Gary. On my right foot, strawberries always remind me of my sister, and she actually has that same pattern now. Hopefully she's watching. Thank you. Thank you, Gary. That was helpful of you. What's happening today? So we have lots of people in the room. I'm going to quickly show it to you on the on the GoPro, which we're upping. So there's all our fancy lights. And so we've got Steve Byron over here. He is waving. He's also watching the stream to make sure everything's working for us. He is being Gary's assistant for later, which I'll explain why. He is a very handsome man. He's shaved his head and he's wearing a Godfather mask and he's got a black t-shirt and a tattoo just poking out, which has his boys' names on it, which is very nice. And we have Andrea over here, who's our technical coordinator. She is, she's giving us a wave, which is rare. No, it's not. She's a very happy, wavy person. She's surprisingly small, and her fiance is surprisingly tall. But she's also terrifying, and she's our technical coordinator. Here's a fancy camera, one of them. Here's another fancy camera, two of them. Here's a fancy microphone, three. And here's the man of the hour, Adam Bartholomew, I'm going to go for, Goodwin. I don't think that's his name. And look at all his fancy jewelries, including the flowery the flowery mug, which you can't see, but there you go. Wires and then technical stuff. And then we've got our headliner act for this evening, which is Gary Kitching, or Gazoid Kitching, as some people like to call him. He doesn't like that name though, so we don't use it. Gary is a handsome man as well. He has a beard and some other things. And we've got Mr. C here, who's a ventriloquist dummy. And that's our room. So, hope everyone's enjoying that. I hope everyone's in on the live chat. Andrea's following the live chat for us. So the live chat's going to be really, really important for this show. So you can engage, you can write things out, and Andrea's going to scrimple them up and chuck them at me. Scrimple. So I got confused with her surname, which is Scrimshaw, and Scrunch. So I said Scrimple there. So she's going to write things down, throw them into me, and Steve's watching the live chat for the suggestions, because Gary's a professional improviser. So we'll have Gary in a minute and we'll talk about it and also explain why we've got this lovely dummy here that I'm hoping is freaking a few people out. So that's that one. And look at these. I've got cards. It's like I'm in the One Show. I threw that earlier and I then realised I needed it back again, and it actually went on top of our set, which was good. I'm a very long-limbed man, if you haven't realised already. So, on why are we doing this? It's a fundraiser for Alphabetti Theatre. On average, we hold 300 performances a year. We provide work for 2,000 freelancers/artists. We welcome 13,500 audience members to the building, and of our 300 performances, 60% of those tickets are pay what you feel, which means that anyone can watch great art, so it doesn't matter your bank balance. So whilst we're closed as a registered charity and as a theatre and a bar, we're obviously losing vital income. So if you can donate, that'd be lovely. Andrew's hopefully popped it into the chat. And we'd really appreciate it. If you haven't got any money, thank you so much for watching this, and please share. If you're not liking what you're seeing, share it to your enemies. And Andrew's about to throw me something from the live chat, and catching cricket, love it. I don't like cricket, oh no, I love it. Don't wait, Andrew, just go for it. What's that? Hello, Ali, I loved your singing of your cue cards. Record on an album. Done. I don't know who that's from, but yeah, sure. I know a recording artist. Football. Great, that one's done as well. What's in the box? 7. 7. Brad Pitt. I think that camera's gone. What's in the box? It is our prizes. So that camera's gone. Let's get it out of the way. Yeah, what's in the box? It's our prizes for this evening. That one's also gone. Excellent. Okay, so we have one camera and it's super duper lovely. So in the box, we have prizes. Sorry, C, or Mr. C, as your guests like to call you. Actually, I'm not going to show you what's in there, but if you want to win a prize, you just need to be watching the show for a little bit longer. I'm sorry. I've wrecked your knees. Sorry, mate. You're a little bit old. Gary's going to tell me off about this, aren't you? There we are. Just relax. So, if you want to win a prize, when Rex comes into shot first, you need to say in the live chat, "I spy with my little eye, Rexy sexy, sexy Rexy." The first person to put that in will win a prize, and we will post it to you because we don't want to see you. And then we'll be playing some games, and you can also win stuff there. Gary's stirring his vodka and ice just to make it feel like it's live, because that's one of the most annoying things that people do, is swill their ice around, and then you hear it because it's a really certain noise, and there it is. You can hear it just then. You're like, oh, it's grinding on my teeth, and Gary loves to annoy me. So today we have this evening we have some pre-records. So we because we can only fit 10 people in the theatre. Normally we can seat 100. With social distancing, we can only fit 10. So that's the reason why we're going to remain closed for a long time. So until social distancing is eased. So we currently have 5 people in the room. Everyone's abiding by that. If they are having to go close, they are wearing a mask. So we had Bonnie and the Bonnettes come in earlier in the month, and we also had Diji Solanke. So we'll see those guys in a bit. We've already done Steve's advert, which was the next bit, so I'm just going to bring on our first guest, who's live in the room. It's Mr. Gazoid Kitching.
Do you want me to move? There we go. There I am.
So this is Gary. He's a very handsome man. He's a silver fox with his hair, and he's wearing a shockproof watch and a navy blue t-shirt with some skeletal bird-like figure which you can wind up.
It's a plague doctor.
Plague doctor, how are you doing? And you're also wearing a Odin stone, which I know about because Gary wrote a lovely Christmas show for Northumberland Trios, all about Norse stuff. So Gary, why are you here?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Cheers, mate.
It's going well though, isn't it? It's going well so far, isn't it? All the cameras are broken and the sound's fucked up. Right. Hey! What am I doing here? So I'm going to do some improvisation later on. I'm going to do a little excerpt of an exclusive me and Mr. C show. Usually my show lasts an hour and a half, and you get your money's worth, and it's long. But it's only going to be 20 minutes. I'm going to do 20 minutes of improvisation through your suggestions. We've got another suggestion flying in there.
That's not a suggestion, that's just some live chat.
There's some live chat. What does it say?
What a beard!
What a beard!
What a beard, love it!
I know. So just for those people who are wondering, like maybe I've just let myself go a bit during lockdown, I looked this shit before it, to be fair. It's just piling up.
You did say you've got
including the fat on my back, which is piling up at an incredible speed. An incredible speed. So yeah, I'm going to do some improvisation. I also just want to say, send some money if you've got it. If you haven't got it, don't send it. Don't rob people. Don't do anything illegal. But do send some money to Alphabetti Theatre, because my fee tonight is quite high.
So that's good. What have you been doing recently was one of the questions, but you've just explained it. You've just been adding extra weight onto your back. So we won't ask that. Yeah, so how's this going to work? So what do you need from people? So
I need some suggestions. There are a series of suggestions that I would like you to, via your fingers onto a keypad, send in. So the first one is I'd like you to... Oh, you've got the list there. Good, because I couldn't remember. So this Mr. C, this Me and Mr. C show is going to be set in lockdown. Imagine that, where'd I get that idea from? Awful. I'd like you to suggest a person that I miss the most in lockdown. Not me, but my character, me and Mr. C, who hasn't got a name. Well, it's me, but it's an extension of me, so it's not me. But which person do I miss the most? Yeah.
Before you do that, so if you, when you give a suggestion, if you can put an S in front of your suggestion, so you go S and then colon, Steve will know it's a suggestion. Steve's then writing down all our suggestions, all your suggestions, and he'll then give Gary them live when it gets that moment. Sorry, and on we go. What's the next bit?
This is like, can you imagine if this was a kid's Saturday TV show? This is what it feels a little bit like, but like the fact that we've all been taking acid. Well, I have anyway. Right. So I want you to suggest a person that I miss the most, that my character, me, would miss the most in lockdown. I'd like you to suggest the last words I said to them. These can be pretty dark or funny. It's up to you. The last words I said to them before the lockdown happened. I'd also like you to send in some random lines of dialogue. This could be anything at all. I'm not going to see them until I read them out in the scene, the 20-minute scene I'm going to do later. So it could be anything at all. What pops in your head? Remember, S before things or suggestion, and then write the line of dialogue. I'd like you to suggest a TV programme that you've been obsessed with during lockdown. Ideally, it's going to be a programme I haven't seen. So just anything at all that pops in your head, a programme that you've been obsessed with. And I would like you to suggest a hobby, something physical, a hobby that my character, not me, but he's called me, and it's played by me, will do in the scene. A hobby, some kind of hobby that he's taken up in lockdown. Does that make any sense? Doesn't matter. It's like live Saturday morning kids TV.
Hey! So yeah, I should probably explain why I invited Gary on the show. So Gary is one of our associate artists here. You've done loads of stuff with us, but probably most notable is Bacon, Knees and Sausage Fingers, which was written and performed by Gary and Steve, who you saw earlier. So Steve, please stop that, Gary. Is it picking up as much as it... Oh my God, it's literally doing my nuggets in. Bacon and Sausage Fingers was a lovely play. We've did that in 2016, and we then redid it in 2019, and we've now made it into a audio play for 2020, which we'll be releasing in October. So Gary came to do that, and also when he came, he brought his daughter, because obviously the schools are closed and Gary's been homeschooling. So we made her do some art, and she painted this set. Which was
Lottie's work.
Lottie's work, which is nice. And then she also made some puppets as well, because I gave her a video to make puppets. So she had a great time. So I invited Gary here because he is a brilliant improviser, which you're going to see. But I think one of my favourite things about it, I watch a lot of theatre, I watch a lot of improvisation. And my favourite thing about Gary is that he is very funny and a dick, as you've already spotted. But he also, I'm just waiting for him to do something because he's not in camera, so I know he's going to do something any second.
I'm not.
So
I wasn't going to do anything.
So Gary, he's like a child. Gary is an excellent... Gary's an excellent improviser, but what he doesn't look for is a laugh, despite what he's doing now.
I do.
He likes to tell a story and he builds a drama, and then because he is naturally funny, it then becomes very, very funny and very, very clever. So hopefully you guys are giving lots of suggestions. I can see Steve writing away like the little beetle he is. But whilst that's all going on... Okay, you're not a beetle, Steve, sorry.
He's a rolling stone.
Okay, we're going to go to a pre-record now. So this pre-record is with Bonnie and the Bonnettes. As I explained earlier, they are a LGBTQ theatre company and drag trio. They're a staple at Alphabetti Theatre. They used to have a studio with us. I didn't explain any of that. And they came in earlier this month, and we hit more stones than you could imagine we've hit tonight. I had a kidney infection, so I looked like a ghost, so I felt awful. So then we played on that by uplighting me and filming me with a 90s handycam, so I look a little bit spooky. And then we also, because we also had all the power just break halfway through, so we only had half the lights and half the tech stuff that we'd like to have had. But despite that, Bonnie and the Bonnettes, being the delicious nature that they are, and Adam Goodwin being the absolute dream cake, still made this excellent video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Here it is. Hello, so we've got Bonnie and the Bonnettes here. Say hello, Bonnie and the Bonnettes.
Hello.
Bonnie and the Bonnettes. Come on, that was an easy joke, guys. You could have got that one. Say hello, Bonnie and the Bonnettes.
Hello, Bonnie and the Bonnettes.
Brilliant. I mean, yeah, absolutely lovely. I'm Ali. This is a pre-record. I'm wearing, I'm long-limbed and weird. I'm wearing a yellow beanie, which is from the old coal yard in Byker, and a blue knitwear jumper. And we are chatting with Becky, Cameron, and Hattie. Becky, they're all wearing different shades of orange/coral. And they are all in drag, looking delicious. Becky has a very joyful smile. Cameron has two incredible, bug-ear pigtails, I guess you call them?
Space buns.
Space buns, there we go.
There, Ali.
Sorry, I'll get it right next time. And Hattie just wants to be singing.
That is true.
So if you want to imagine what someone looks like if they want to be singing, that's what Hattie looks like. So guys, what are you going to do for us?
Oh, well, we're going to be doing a little bit from our latest show, And She,
Yes.
which is a show about our mums.
Yeah.
It is.
Started making it about a year and a bit ago.
2 years.
2 years.
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
Long time.
And then we finished touring in the spring, right before we went into lockdown. So we're going to be doing 2 songs from the show and a little bit of the text.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And it was going to come to us, when was it?
May.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that got postponed. And so that's not coming to us anymore. What are you going to be bringing to Alphabetti next?
Oh. What's...
Oh, well, we've been talking about and working on a few ideas, haven't we, to think of doing moving forward. Becky, would you like to let them know a little bit about
The next one.
The next
show?
one?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
And that's
Take
definitely
this.
happening here, isn't it, guys? Yeah.
It's an option, Ali.
We're having discussions.
It's definitely happening here. So if we can all put the pressure on in the live text, even though this isn't live, but if you put the pressure on, they will read the live text and then they'll say, yeah, it should come here. I think it should come here for 3 weeks, personally.
Oh, are we doing that now? Right, what's the show, Becky?
The next show, the third show, is called I Died in a Mosh Pit, and it is a gig theatre show, which is a queer coming-of-age story from the underground scene of the Leeds underground punk scene. So it's anecdotes and based on me running a bit riot as a young'un round Leeds, going to gigs and getting in scrapes that I probably shouldn't have been in for someone who was that young. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's in collaboration.
It's in collaboration with the 620,
Yep.
absolute legends, gorgeous people.
And it's not just us, in it.
No.
We're expanding our cast. So it'll have MXYM, who did the sound design for And She.
Yes.
He'll be in this show. And then there is a role called Charlie, and we've not yet cast that role. So there'll be five of us on stage, which is fun. That's
Yeah,
keen.
really looking forward to it. And I think working with the 620 as well, for anyone that saw And She will know that we're sort of dipping our toe into sort of more gig theatre as a style. And I think to take that to the next level, working with the 620, who ultimately that's what they create, is gig-esque theatre, I think is really exciting.
Yeah, and it's 2 Northeast companies coming together, which we like.
And
Yeah.
you both love it here, so
We
it
do
makes
love
perfect
it.
sense. Brilliant. Okay, well, let's see the first piece. Woohoo!
Thank shoes. No, take off your shoes. Did your mother teach you now?
Have you sat at home, love?
Sit off the sofa. She'll be down in a bit. Aggie, don't sing. Just sit back, curl your hair. Put your back clothes down to there. Tonight you're the guest. That'll make you happy. Been looking forward to this new hopping round. Listen closely, she won't say it twice. She says, do you want another drink? Stronger than a tea, kettles on the beam. She says,
Come out to whiskey match.
could stretch for a
We
prosecco.
might have some rosé at the back, now think about it.
She says, thanks so much for popping round. Got so much to tell ya, you hardly made a sound. She says, what a bloody day I've had, what a bloody day I've had, what a bloody day I've had. Come and sit down, feet off the sofa. Come and sit down for that chair a little closer. Come and sit down, there's nothing on the telly. Come and sit down for the roast in your belly. Feeding on, it's been too long. Since you and I could go wrong. Time for another story. Time is rolling, time is rolling. She says, what's the weather like up there? We've had rain all day, going out, take care. She says, are you alright for money? Oh yeah, that 50
Have you done your tax return yet, missus?
She says, have you started dating yet? That boy on Instagram, me and Andy have a bet. She says, I've told you that before, I've told you that before, I've told you that before. Come in, sit down, feet off the sofa. Come in, sit down for that chair a little closer. Come in, sit down, there's nothing on the telly. Come in, sit down, so they're roasting the belly. Feelings on, it's been too long. Since you and I could go wrong. Time for another story. Time is going, time is going. Do you want some fancy picnics?
Share your plans next week.
Where's all from you, James?
Did you post that last year?
You signed up to the dentist.
Something slightly racist.
Have you finished your drink?
Are you gonna get nasty? Breaking out your grandma's off the show you call me sister.
Have you finished your drink? Finish your drink, finish your drink. You say,
No thanks. I don't really fancy it.
but we're making a bit. She says we should do this more. Leave those excuses at the door. Now it's time to listen. Those words were here before. 'Cause when she's gone, and it's all done, feelings on, it's been too long. Since you and I could go wrong. Time for another story. Time is going, time is going.
Welcome back. That was delicious. I mean, I've said delicious a lot, so I'm
We
not
like that
feeling
word.
We are
it
very
well.
delicious.
That's
I
fine.
like that word.
Accurate.
Yeah, tangerine,
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
juicy. Oh, I really enjoyed the resonance for that when I said that. Sorry.
We did too.
Tell us a little bit about that first song.
So that is, I love that you both looked at me. So that is the opening of And She. We like to think the song gives you a little bit of context about what's to come, who our mums are a little bit. And we tend to find that audience members sort of really giggle throughout because there are just little bits in it that make you think, oh, my mum does that, or that's that's very a mumsy thing to do.
And we and she, we really wanted it to feel like you were going round to your mums or our mums for a cup of tea. So that song is an attempt to create that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of welcome everybody in.
Yeah.
And it's
like,
lovely.
take your shoes off, have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Well, I'm most definitely welcomed right now.
Yeah.
Thank you. And what's our next song we're going to hear?
Oh, so the next number, this is my personal favourite to perform. It's called Angst. Would we call it a song?
It's more a collection of words.
It's more of a rant.
A rant.
Yeah.
A stream of consciousness.
Word vomit.
To music.
To music.
To a beat.
Yeah. So that's a song.
There's music in there.
Well, yes, there is.
Well, shall we have a listen to the word vomit rant? Over to you guys. Whoosh.
Stop putting words in my mouth, I can speak for myself. Stop breaking too late at roundabouts. Stop spending so much money on me. I feel guilty. Stop ignoring people around you. Stop holding on to your grudges. Stop ignoring constructive comments. Stop giving up. Stop biting your nails. Stop buying bags for life. Stop
chewing on your mouth.
No, I don't tell you everything.
Did you mean to make clothes shopping hell?
Stop cleaning me house. You're a guest.
No!
I don't want cabbage. Stop asking.
Why? Why aren't you prepared for me when I come home? Stop! That was racist. No!
I don't like tomatoes. I never have.
Why did you let me run around the garden naked?
Stop being uptight about gay jokes.
No, he's not my boyfriend yet.
Why?
Why don't you accept I live away from home now?
Stop buying nuts. I'm allergic.
No, I don't want to hold your hand.
Do you feel like you're open with me?
Stop staying up for the news. You're never awake by the end of it. No!
You don't know me like the back of your hand.
Why?
Why do you love me more than my sister?
Stop playing on your phone.
No, I won't lose it.
Why do you seem bored when I update you on my life?
Stop paying attention to Facebook drama.
No, I don't want to dress the table at Christmas.
Why am I still talking to that woman? She's my therapist.
Please listen to me. It's the way it has to be. If only you could see. I'm the way you made me. I want you close, but not that close. Stop putting 2 sugars in my tea. It's 1. No!
My depression is not a reflection on your parenting. You can't look sad away. So stop trying.
Why?
Why did you give me this chin?
Stop buying me slippers.
No!
I don't want a hug right now.
Why can't I have that dress?
Stop playing the victim. You're free if you allow yourself to be.
That was so like Grandma. Why?
Why did you let my dad stay for so long?
Stop hiding how you're feeling. Yes!
I would like a hug.
Why?
Why didn't you buy me the baby Annabelle doll?
Stop thinking you're not funny.
No,
No!
that wasn't funny.
Are you aware it wasn't just a phase? Please get a new dressing gown.
I don't like bed socks, they itch.
Why?
My bedroom, now your boudoir.
Why?
So many bags in it.
Stop walking too fast.
Oh, I'm anxious.
Why did you take me to SeaWorld?
Stop walking too slow.
No, I don't care what he's doing now because he left.
Stop getting visibly annoyed at slow walkers. It's embarrassing.
No, there ain't a place for me at
Why
home.
don't you and Dad go for drinks anymore?
Why is your hair a mess? Brush it. Brush it, brush it, brush it, please listen to me. It's the way it has to be. If only you could see. I'm the way you made me. I want you close, but not that close. Stop making piles of stuff. What?
What do you mean?
No!
I am not a woman. Yes, I'm a gay man.
Stop using Chanel No. 5 as room spray.
Do you feel like you really know me?
No!
I won't quit smoking. I like it. For now.
Stop putting the butter knife in the jam! No!
The pack isn't spreadable, Mum. Stop buying it.
Did you mean to shut me off?
Stop keeping traditions for the sake of it. Leave them in the past.
Why dress me in a tux, then act surprised that I'm a lesbian?
No, I don't have time for your birthday. Stop repeating yourself. I am listening. Stop repeating yourself. I am listening. Stop talking over the people. Stop talking over me. Stop talking over the people. Stop talking over me. Stop talking over the people. Stop talking over me. Stop talking over the people. Stop talking over me. Stop talking over the people. Stop talking over me. Stop talking over the people. No, you're still not getting it. Why do you always ask if I'm okay? I'm okay. Why did you cut my fridge that short when I had acne? Why do you think I don't need you? Why didn't you tell me you didn't love me? Why do you ring 5 times? I'm not ignoring you. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy, busy, busy. I want you close, but not that close. I want you close, but not that close. I want you close, but not that close. I want you close, but not that close.
Hello! How's everything doing? How did you love that? That is the Drag Delight. That is Bonnie and the Bonnettes. Andrew has probably put them on. Oh, I've also got some live chat. Look at that. Yeah, please keep on talking. What did everyone think about that? Let's see what they've written. Andrea is going to be putting on their social media links and their other stuff, so you can keep in touch with them. So I hear the Bonnies are coming to Alphabetti for a gig-esque theatre piece. Winky face from Adam Palmer. Yeah, I want them to. So when they had a studio with us, I was wanting that show as soon as they told me about it. I mean, what's not to love? Like, a lesbian coming to age story in about underground punk Leeds. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. I want to have change the whole space around, turn it end on, have it a standing gig, but them involved, all sorts. But that's just me. And 6:20, we should do that. Come on. Anything else, Andrea, from there? Oh, there's more.
Good catch.
Thank you. As I said, catching's one of my favourite things. Not enjoying this puppet one bit, Erin. I don't know what's to not like, Erin. What's not to like, hey?
Can I just say, Erin? So, Mr. C is the type of puppet, the style of puppet is called Mr. Parlichin, and actually they were manufactured in the late 60s, early 70s as toys for children.
For children, that. For
children.
a child. I mean, I may buy one for my toddler. I think it would be an excellent purchase for her. So, if you've got anything else to say, tell us what you thought about Bonnie and the Bonnettes. Get in touch. We'll have a little report. I mean, there'll be a slight delay and latency. So we had another camera go out. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
So I know
that one's all right.
Yeah, I know you're desperate for a game and to win some prizes. So Gary and I are going to play a game for you here. So as we all know, and as Boris is doing very, very well, stay indoors, but don't stay indoors. Eat chips, but don't get fat. You're such a dick. We're going to play a game called What Facial Expressions Are We Pulling? And the people that get the most will win some prizes. So we are going to put on our mask, and then we will we'll pull a face, and then we'll hold it for 10 seconds, and then I'll say, new choice.
Nice.
And then we will pull another face, and there are 4 to guess, and the person who gets the most on the live chat wins a prize. And there's a booby prize in it as well. Not an actual boob, just a last place prize. Okay, great. So,
are we doing it?
Yeah.
I haven't started.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, no, I'm ready now.
Right,
I'm ready now.
and go. Okay, and stop. Right, and second, I feel like an elf. So my wife made these for us, and they just slowly come off my ears because the elastic's too good. I've got a very stretchy face. Okay, number 2. Okay, that's that one. And number 3. Okay, that's that one. And number 4. And that's that one. Okay, so shall we do them all for everyone?
I've got to say, I was holding my breath for a lot of that time. I was really starting to like.
Oh God, it was really tough. Okay, so number 1 was happy. Did anyone get that, Andrea? You've only had half a beer. Come on.
Andrea literally just tried to throw something and missed.
She threw it behind herself. I think it's harder to do, and now she's having silent giggle attack. Okay, did anyone get that one? Manic smiling. That was incorrect. It was happy. Okay, so number 2 was raunchy. So should we just give them that? Number 3 was this one. Which was obviously sad. And number 4, my personal favourite, was this one. Grumpy.
Now, obviously, you can't quite see it because of my beard, right? But my grumpy face, I don't know if you can. Yeah, my grumpy face is this, and that's basically Steve Byron. when he's all right.
I think you're fine. Steve has one face. I don't know who wrote that, but correct. Steve Byron does have one face, and it's a lovely face. We all have one face. He's fuming. Sad, yeah. So, Andrew, who is our overall winner? You can note that down and write it in, but should we tell them what prizes they've got? Should we show them some prizes?
Yeah, I think we should.
Because what's in the box?
Why doesn't Mr. C do that?
What? Oh, yeah. What's in the box? Okay, Mr. C, what have we got for them? So we've got the Fonz La Gazana. It's an excellent book. I'll let Gary explain what it is.
Sure. So for people who are of our age, I'll give you a little. this is a good book actually. It's a first edition as well.
So it must be worth a lot of money
About
now.
£2, I think. Maybe
we've only priced it for
50.
50p as well. So
okay. So when the carnival comes to town, the Fonz has a minor problem: how to date all the hoochie coochie dancers. And I mean, the rest of it just writes itself, really.
What else have we got in there?
I like this.
Yeah, I think that's top prize. It's a real brick from Alphabetti. That's right. I've knocked down some of Alphabetti just for this show, not for anything else, just so I can give a prize away as some brick. What else we got? I mean, this is a top prize, actually. Jeremy Clarkson, the Top Gear years.
That's when he was talking about his cocaine addiction.
And our final prize in there is...
Oh, yeah, it is Peter Pan. Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie.
I mean, it's a lovely book, that one. So those are our prizes. So Andrew is now writing up the winners. And Rexy, he's not in the room, so you're not going to win that prize either.
Rex.
Okay. Oh, he is. He's just being lazy.
He'll come to me. Hey,
Yeah.
Rex.
Okay,
hello,
so
buddy.
wait. I've got a better plan. Oh no, I haven't got a better plan.
He wasn't in.
Yeah, he wasn't in, doesn't count. I'm just going to do a few quick plugs. So if you enjoy the improv that Gary's going to do later, and you want to have a go at yourself, there is the School of Improv that's online at the minute. They normally do classes in Newcastle, and then they perform here at live at Alphabetti. It's run by Ian and Bev from the Suggestibles. It's excellent.
Can I just say something about that? If you are genuinely interested in improvisation, it's the only place to go in Newcastle to learn about improvisation. And I used to be a member of the Suggestibles, so if you want to be as good as me at improvising it out loud, then go to them. Actually, just go to them because they're good.
Yeah, they're really great and they're lovely people. The other plug is, well, I've got 4 plugs here. The plugs? I haven't got any sockets. Pop-up choir, Becky Owen's pop-up choir. Becky Owen is an incredible choir leader and a teacher. I'm surprised no one's taking the piss out of me from the live chat. Really, I'm disappointed in you all, because if these two are watching it, they'd be having a field day. Thank you, Gary. So Becky Owen's pop-up choir, it's online. It's a meeting of choirs, of just you being in a choir, and she links everyone together. I got her to for my mum's birthday present, and she ran a singing lesson, and it was just great. The next one is Adam Goodwin, who's the masterful man behind all the cameras here and making it all work. It's extremely stressful doing this on a budget, and he's doing an excellent job, and he's always got a smile on his face. I could not recommend him enough for any of your video and other things needs. He has got a girlfriend though, I'm afraid. And it says on the bottom of our card, broadcast by Adam Goodwin, because it's excellent. And our very final one, it's been called Groundbreaking Theatre. I'm really excited about seeing this. I haven't seen anything of it yet. I've just been reading articles. I believe it was in The Stage and The Guardian and The Times and all the big deals, and the New York Times, and it's all over the world. It's over loads of different continents. It's called The Art of Facing Fear When Pandemic Meets Party. And so they have got lots of companies together. The company that's running it from the UK and the Northeast is Odd Man Out Theatre. They're an associate company with Alphabetti. Last show they did here was Floorboards by Steve Byron, who's in the corner being very pretty still. And it's featuring 2 Northeast actors, Christina Dawson, who's an associate with us, and Elijah Young, who's also an associate with us. And they've both been in loads of things. They're amazing performers. It's live on Zoom, and Andrea's going to put up some more links about all of those brilliant things and people.
So, should we check the... Steve, are we getting plenty of suggestions through? What are we lacking?
We need a few more. I'd like a couple more important people.
Right.
And maybe a few more last things to say.
Okay. So Steve there is just saying. So we'd like some more. The person I missed the most, not me, but the character me, with me and Mrs. C. Person I missed the most, or the person that I missed the most important person most. And what was the other thing?
The
last things I said to them. What would be the worst? So imagine, like, on the 20th of March, whenever it was lockdown happened, the last thing you said to somebody, and you regret it. Or maybe it's the best thing ever. So some last words that you said to the person. That's it.
Great. Have we got any more? Because we're about to go through, and then we're not going to have any more live chat stuff apart from the suggestions. So, Andrea, is there anything that anyone's burning to say to me? No one wants to talk to me. It's the story of my adult life, because I peaked when I was a teenager.
I've got things I'd like to say to you, Ali.
Thank you. Well, we can say those later.
No, I'd like to ask you some questions. How's your lockdown been?
Oh, God. Yeah, it's been great. Thanks for that question.
My next question is... How's quarantine been? Have you been doing?
I mean, yeah, I did. Actually, it was really fun. I got to see my family loads, and I never get to see them. But not my family, just my wife and my daughter. Didn't get to see my brother, sister, mum, dad, cousins. But apart from that, yeah, I haven't met my nephew yet, which is quite sad.
How's lockdown's rubbish, isn't it?
No, everyone loves lockdown. Yeah, it's great. No, come on, this is really down. I mean, Alphabetti, it's a Saturday TV kid show. Apart from it's on Wednesday.
It's a kids' TV show. Let's remember that. So,
Yeah.
so guys,
fucking dick.
if you would like to phone in and speak to AHA, you're about 25 years too late.
Take on me, take on me, take me on, take on me, I'll be gone.
Okay, can we just go to the next bit though?
Okay, roll VT, it's Digi! Hello!
Hi.
Welcome. This is Diji Solanke. I have been saying his name wrong for probably about 4 years, but I've known him for about 8 years, and it was only... Oh, no, actually, it's way longer than that. I've known you for 8 years, and you only actually told me the way to say your right name last year, wasn't it?
Something like that. I mean, we did live together for a few
So Digi is a extremely handsome black man. He's currently wearing a band T-shirt that are called Houses, who aren't around, but they've got lovely music on.
House.
Cold House. They're not called
that,
Cold House, but I like that. And you're also wearing a excellent beanie as well. And you're drinking a cold cup of black coffee, and with 1 sugar in it, brown sugar. And you're about to nibble on my mum's...
Don't make me nibble it. I was going to save it till later, but
okay.
I'm going to...
Well, he's also got a pecan cookie made by my mum, which is very nice of her. And I'm Ali. I'm the artistic director. Oh, well, we've already done this bit. Sorry, this is a pre-record, so forget this bit. But I am wearing something different to what I'm wearing live. I'm wearing a t-shirt, white t-shirt with some weird splotches on it, a blue beanie, which I'll probably wear in the live show as well, and a cream cardigan and some chinos. And we're both sat in the seats of Alphabetti Theatre just to spice it up. And I'm also playing a game with Digi and you guys as well live, which is Find the Coffee Bean. So there is a coffee bean in plain sight that I've hidden on my body. And Digi has to find it. And if he finds it, he wins a prize. And we'll ask him at the end if he's found it. And whoever finds it first on the live text wins the prize as well. So if you find it, type it into the live text where it is. And if you're right, then whoever's watching our live text will go, oh yeah, they're right. And then you'll win a prize and we'll get your address. So you'll enjoy that. Yep. But let's go into the chat. Sorry. So what? How you been, Dij?
Good. I've been, well, yeah, all right. I'm just going to be staring at you very intensely. He's trying to find this thing, by the way.
It's a coffee bean. It's not a thing, Dij.
Coffee bean.
Coffee bean.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Talk about yourself.
Digi. I'm 25. I've been having a nice lockdown for the most part. I did injure myself. Fractured my leg, but you know that. And
but they don't know that.
Well, okay, I fractured my leg, and I was...
How'd you do that, did you? It was a really clever thing you did, wasn't it?
So... it was intelligent. It was my highlight of my year. I was running down a hill, and I decided to run faster, and it was not a good idea. But I didn't know it till it was too late. But it was it was fun. Like, there was some fun seconds involved.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's worth it to get a steel pin through your shin.
Yeah. I saw the x-ray last time I went into the hospital. It was actually quite a big bit of metal that's in there. It's like probably about this long. Yeah.
Oh,
I just saw it. I was like, okay, cool.
Oh. Probably should. We'll need to put some trigger warnings now on in terms of that may trigger someone if they had horrible stuff.
Sorry about that. Triggered
horrid.
fellow.
So, Dij, I'm sure you've been watching the eagle-eyed wizard that you are, Betti Recommends.
Yeah.
And for those, I know you haven't, so I'll quickly explain it to you. So Betti Recommends is a weekly curated online content that the team at Alphabetti have been doing. So we have been curating the internet, which is quite hard because the internet's surprisingly big. And we have been finding bite-sized pieces of cultural content that we've enjoyed, and then we recommend them. And there are 6 versions. So I'd like you to give me your Digi Recommends. So I have told you this already, so hopefully you've prepared something. So it's something to watch, something to listen, something to do, something to discover, something that excited you, and the 6th one is something to read. So let's have 3, and then you're going to play us a beautiful song.
That's true.
So what's your first one?
Well, I'm going to give you something to watch.
Nice.
And it's free. It's on YouTube. Basically, this quarantine, like I said earlier, it's been really fabulous. I've used it to like learn loads of new stuff. I started doing knitting. I've been brushing up on my Spanish, and that's what I'm going to talk about now. There's videos on YouTube, and if you just type in shows to learn Spanish too, you can just sit there and watch little TV shows, and they're quite simple in Spanish. So if you ever wanted to be proactive and learn some stuff that's free,
what's your favorite show?
I can't remember the name of it. Extras, that's what it's called. It's called Extras. If you just type that in, Extras Spanish TV show. It's
great. So that's your to watch. What's your to do?
To do. So one thing that I've had to do is take things slower during this whole quarantine thing because of my leg and stuff. And as a result, I've noticed like just walking down my street and just looking more, like walking at a different pace and just taking in the street. It just looks different, you know. You notice things that you never noticed before, like each different garden has its own story, or like depending on how able you are to just like appreciate the moment. But that's something you could do, just walk at a different pace or go somewhere different in your neighborhood.
That's a nice one, like explore. Go and explore. I love doing that. My wife does not, but my favorite thing is to get lost and then just like look around and be like, oh, that's pretty. And, I mean, to be fair, it's because normally my daughter's then screaming at us because she's a toddler. But that's all right. There's a big thing. Have you walked down Northumberland Street and there's that thing of look up? If you walk down Northumberland Street and look up above all like the pants shops, the actual architecture is just beautiful. What are there signs saying look up now? No, it's just people like hashtag look up. I've been doing that for a long time now. I look up anyways. Don't need to. That's because you're in your Digi world. Hashtags. But you're right, they do have really fun architecture. One of my favorite things about Digi is that I say, lots of you may know, and I'm sure you've already seen Rex tonight. So Rex and I are always walking around the park. And when Digi and I stopped living together, I hadn't seen him for a while, so I was missing him. And I was just walking around the park, and I just found him, and he was just sitting up a tree reading a book. And I was like, Digi, what are you doing, man? Like, it's not even that nice a day. And you didn't, like, it took you a while to even click who I was. And I was like, Digi, come on, we've known each other for so long, but it's just you and your own world. But like also when you're reading and you look up, you have to like refocus a bit. So it's probably a bit of that. Like, what? Great. And let's see, what's you to read? Oh, some beautiful. I've recently gotten into a poet. They've got a book called Soft Magic, but I'm sure you can find bits of their poetry online. I don't actually know how to pronounce their name, so I'll just spell it out. Upile, and then surname is Chisala. You can try and pronounce that if you can try and pronounce that if you want. I can't pronounce. I mean, I couldn't get your name right, mate, and you just gave up. It's a good point. I'm now gonna write it. It's Sri Lanka, isn't it? Yeah. It's because I practiced for a long time. Appreciate it. Bro, okay, so you're gonna play us a song now, aren't you? So what song are you gonna play? I'm gonna play a song called 7. Great. And I hope you like it. Oh, it's also in the time signature of 7. Nice. And can they find it anywhere if they... Oh, yeah, you can. If you go on SoundCloud, how to find my SoundCloud is DIJISOLAN for NASA, KE, all just one word. And you should be able to find my stuff. Great. So let's hear that song.
Oh dear ex-lover, lover, I think it's time that we moved on, So stop it right there, hold it in your tracks. What have I told you about breaking into my dreams? 'Cause you're not welcome around here. And that it I like you too much. I'm not in control. I don't really like this. I like you a lot. I'm not in control. I don't really like this, but I love it. Don't waste your time chasing love unrequited. And girl, fuck the Lord. Break it from time to time. Live out your wildest, live out your wildest hopes. Cause if looks could kill, you'd be a government weapon, you'd be a government weapon, you'd be a government weapon. And you should know you're beautiful in more ways than one. You might have been the one. Yeah, you just might have been the one. Ooh, I like you too much. I'm not in control. I don't really like this, but I love it. Oh, I like you too much. I'm not in control. I don't really like this, but I love it.
Oh my gosh, if I got my face on, you've just melted it. That was delightful. It's got a real hook to it as well. That one you didn't take as many tries to play it, so we've been able to say, but it's got a nice hook. I'm enjoying it. Thank you.
You're welcome. No problem.
Okay, so what's going back to Digi Recommends? What else have we got? What have you done? You've done us to do, you've done us to watch, you've done us to read.
Yeah.
What have you got to listen?
Oh, to listen to. Oh, I didn't think this far ahead. Did you not think so far? Nah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. We've
just been talking about it.
Oh my God. Well, okay. So I'm sure so let me get my words together. Katie Mack is a friend of mine, and she's a local artist, and she curates a show on a radio. I think it's called Tune. There'll be a link to will there be a link?
Yeah, we'll put a link in the live chat, so you can go to that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really brilliant. She basically just talks about artists that she really likes and showcases some of the local talent. Newcastle, June. And that's something to listen to.
And Katie Mack is just a dream in a person. She's, amazing. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to go home and listen to that after this. And then what else we got? We've got to discover. What have you discovered in lockdown?
What have I discovered? I discovered that I really like finding shortcuts on the computer. I was telling Ali earlier, and it wasn't that interesting, but I really like finding shortcuts on the computer keyboard, just for everyone knows Control-C, Control-V, like copy and paste, but like finding out some real niche ones, but just accidentally. I really that's something that I like discovering. It's probably not the best answer.
But then also you've got a reason why, because you're learning how to code at the minute, aren't you? So that makes more sense.
Yeah, but
if you know that background knowledge, rather than feel like I just like sitting on my computer and pressing Control 1 and it goes to Control Tab 1.
Everyone's got their own thing, so even if that wasn't anyway, that is why I'm doing it, because I'm learning how to do computer programming, but. I guess you could broaden it and say discover a new thing you like, because I didn't know that I liked it, and now I know I like it, and I really like it. I really like finding those shortcuts.
You've also, in terms of discovering to do new things, knitting as well.
Yeah, it's a good thing to do while watching TV. I'm not that great at it, but like my housemate is really resourceful. One of my housemates is really resourceful. She sews. They like just make a lot of things themselves, and they showed me how to do that. It's been nice.
Nice. And what's our last one? We've got to watch, to do, to listen. To excite. Yeah, what's excited you?
Cooking. I've really enjoyed doing that this lockdown period. You know what I've enjoyed about it is that I'll just go into the kitchen. It's not every day that I have the urge to cook, but when I do, I'll go in the kitchen and I'll see what ingredients I have, and I'll just try and make something jazzy with what I've got. And I enjoy like feeding people. So if my housemates are around, I'll make quite a bit of it and like watch them eat it, but not in like a too intense way. Honey, out at sea. Feel the flowers deep in a stream. Lead them out to the sea by the east. Honey, honey, food for the bee. Honey, honey, out at sea. In the doldrums thinking of me. Me on dry land searching for him. Honey, honey, not next to me. Even if you wanted to. Even if you wanted to. Even if you wanted to. Do you think he'd come back? Would he come back?
that was your second song. What was that song, Digi?
It's called Honey.
Honey. I like to put honey in my coffee sometimes. Sorry, that's an aside. Where can people find it? Can they find it?
They can find the version by what's it called? Feist.
Oh, is it cover?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But mine's a good cover, so you might prefer mine. So just watch that.
Well, you will also give you the recording, so you can release that on your stuff. So where do you release bits and bobs?
SoundCloud for the most part. I mentioned it before. DIJISOLANKE. It's my SoundCloud.
And you on the other social media junk?
I have Instagram, which is basically the same thing I spelled out kind of slowly just now. Search that.
Great.
That's my Instagram.
Well, thanks so much, Digi. You're a dream cake. I really hope you enjoy that pecan cookie made by my mother dearest. And I really hope you... Oh, have you found the coffee bean?
I think so.
Where?
You don't want me to... Do you want me to say it? Is that it there? On your shirt?
Yeah! You found it! So hopefully someone in the live text found it for you. Did they? We'll find out. I'll find out when we go back live in a second. But did you've won a prize? You're a big reader, so I'm going to go do a lucky dip in our books outside for you.
No,
and I'm hoping that it's going to be a pretty pants book, but you have to read all of it. And then we're going to, on our next Betti Recommends, we're going to Skype you, and you can then give us a breakdown of what the book is and whether you recommend it or not.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds good.
So perfect. So you'll have a month to read it. So that's all right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
thanks so much, everyone. Please give it up for Diji Solanke. Woohoo!
Thank you.
Have we started? Right, I'll just wait till we start then. Just give me the nod when we're ready. Are we going now? Right, okay, good. Good evening, bastards. Please don't be offended by that. It's just a non-gender specific term. So, bastards is a non-gender specific term, so don't be offended by it. If you are offended by it, then get your parents to marry. I don't know. So, welcome to part of the show's Me and Mr. C. This is where I'll do like a little bit of Me and Mr. C. I'm not going to do the full show because it's free and I charge a lot of money. Thank you so much for your suggestions. My good friend and colleague, he's a colleague really, has written everything down. So I'm going to read out some of the suggestions, then I'm going to select the ones, but I'm going to read them out. I haven't preempted them. The suggestions of the lines of dialogue I still haven't looked at. It's a bit like Derren Brown, this, isn't it? Except I'm not clever and things. So the first thing that I asked for was that important person, an important person that I haven't seen since lockdown. Okay, not me, but the character I'm going to play with Mr. C, which is there. I think you can cut to him. Can you cut to Mr. C there? There he is. That's live. So that important person, so these are the suggestions that I got. So the important person that I missed the most from Hattie was mother-in-law. Yeah. From Elijah was Sarah Milliken. From Rosie it was his cleaner, Joan. I don't know why I found that as funny as I did. I think it was the fact that it was like Joan. I don't know. Job centre advisor from Rosie again. Ali Pritchard, the person I missed most in lockdown. It's not going to choose that. And barman in his local. So I am going to choose out of those. I'm going to choose mother-in-law. Hattie's suggestion. So the person that I missed the most is my mother-in-law. Okay, which would imply that I'm married. So that's interesting. That's why I've chosen it. The last thing that I said to that person before lockdown, the worst thing to say or a bad thing to say to them is, I've already got a winner and I've only just looked at these. So the worst thing that was said to my mother-in-law before lockdown is, I ate your chocolate bar, by Hattie again. That's a good one. If we save the girl, we save the world. Are you in? By Adam. I'm never going to remember that. I'll see you next week at the theatre by Hattie again, which is, again, it's a funny one, but it's a bit too specific for theatre for me. So I'm going to go with this one, bearing in mind this is for my mother-in-law, is Will You Marry Me? So that's the suggestion I'm going to take there. So the last thing I said to my mother-in-law, no, I didn't say this to my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is brilliant, Steph, she's great, honestly. She bought us a washing machine early in our relationship. So Will You Marry Me is the last thing that I said to my mother-in-law. Okay, now that's also going to be the last line of me and Mr. C this evening, the 20-minute thing. So once you hear Will You Marry Me, I might say it a few times. That'll be the end of the play. Okay, so I'm going to put that somewhere that I won't, so I don't forget it. So I've got more actually, haven't I? I've missed this off. This is the last thing to say. Okay, hang on. There's some of the contenders here. To my mother-in-law, I could have said, I never loved you. Thank you for the music. You really don't look nice in your favourite clothes, and you'll never amount to anything. Now, I'm in a bit of a quandary here. So that I've still got Ali, Steve, Andrea, and Adam. So they're still in the room. It's not like I've made this up. So they're going to choose. So my choice would be, Will you marry me? That's what I would say to my mother. The worst thing you could say before lockdown. Or, I never loved you. Thank you for the music. You really don't look nice in your favourite clothes, which is really harsh, Elijah. Or you'll never amount to anything. What's the choice? What do you choose?
Will you marry me?
Will you marry me? No, we're going with Will you marry me? What do you say, Ali?
You'll never amount to anything.
You'll never amount to anything. So I would say that to my mother-in-law. You'll never amount to anything.
Why don't you marry them both together?
Okay, I'm going to use those both. So you'll never amount to anything and Will you marry me? They're going to be the last lines of the it's not a play. It's me in a room with a camera, 4 people, and a black curtain. So the TV shows that you suggested that I've been obsessed with are Kath and Kim. Lauren suggested that. I've never seen Kath and Kim. I don't know what Kath and Kim is. Superman animated series by Adam. I've not watched it, but I kind of get what it is. Superman, isn't it? With cartoon. When the Camilla Blooms by Rihanna. I understand all of those words, When the Camilla Blooms, but I don't understand it in that order. RuPaul's Drag Race by Elijah. I've never watched it, I'm sorry to say, but I do know who RuPaul is, and I do know that it's a race. And Needlepoint, Rihanna again, obviously very niche TV shows. I'm going to go with Kath and Kim, Lauren. And I'm going to go with that because I've never seen it, but I just like the names. Okay, I'll put that there in case I forget. And hobbies. So what have I been doing during lockdown? Making aprons. Making aprons by Wilf. Voluntarily doing people's tax returns. That's Wilf again. Sock puppet making. Elijah. Running an ant farm. I like that. I like the fact that it's running an ant farm and not like just managing an ant farm. It's like running it means that you've got to kind of I don't know, milk them. I don't know. Hobbies, nude self-portraits in oil. Wilf, nice try to get my kit off, but it's not going to happen. And train spotting / fishing off Rosie. Well, I'm going to go for running an ant farm because I just like the fact it's running an ant farm as opposed to just having an ant farm. So they're all the suggestions, ladies and gentlemen. This is my house now. This is my house. It's my front room. I've been here since the 20th of March. I actually haven't left the house. Okay, this is my front room. I've got Mr. C here. Imagine there's a sofa here. Okay, there's a big sofa here. Mr. C sat there on the sofa. I've got a TV, obviously, to watch something in Kim. What is it? Kath and Kim. So I'm glad I kept all of that. Kath and Kim. So there's a TV over there. Ali, where is my ant farm?
Your ant farm is... I want to say dangling over the top of the sofa.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So
and
my
you have to climb on the back
to get into it. So my Ant Farm is up here. Kath and Kim TV is over there. What else do I need to know? My front door's here. So if I go, so ladies and gentlemen, if there's anybody watching, it doesn't matter if there's not, because I'm having a lovely time. But if I go over and stand over here, right, I'm not in the scene anymore. So I wasn't in the scene there. I don't know if you noticed that. So if I go and stand over here, I'm not in the room anymore. That's my front door. So what do I have? Andrew, what do I have? Right next to my front door, what do I have?
Gobstopper.
A gobstopper. I've got a gobstopper. I've got a gobstopper there. And if I go over here and I stand here, can you see me there? Can you see me? It doesn't matter because I'm not in the room. I'm not in the room. So it doesn't matter if you can see me here. I'm in my kitchen. And in my kitchen, I've got... Adam, what have I got in my kitchen?
Lots of DVDs.
I've got a load of DVDs. I've got a load of DVDs in my kitchen. Just loads of DVDs. Kettle, maybe? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not important, Adam. Okay. Now, occasionally, I'm going to read out the line of dialogue. Okay. So I'm going to read that out and I'm going to try and incorporate it into the scene. And occasionally, if I feel like things are bad or that, things aren't going well, I might ask for a suggestion of people here. There are people here. It's 4 of them, which is why I'm getting so much responsive laughter. So I'm going to start now. Okay, we'll see how it goes. I'll try and remember Kath and Kim. So Kath and Kim, my mother-in-law. The bad thing I said to her was, what was it again? Will you marry me?
You'll never amount to anything.
And you'll never amount to anything. Okay, so when I say those lines 2 or 3 times, Adam, I'm done. Okay, okay, all right. So here we go. It's only going to last about 10 minutes because I've wasted. I only had 20 minutes to start with, and I've just managed to waffle for 10 minutes. So good luck, everyone. This isn't going to be very good. I've just been to the front door again. It's closed. So, can you put your mask on properly? There's no point if you have to cover your nose and your mouth. How many times have I told you that? Well, I'll tell you how many times. 8 times. I've told you 8 times. There's no point in wearing a mask if you're not gonna just cover your nose and. How's the ant farm going? I've got to say, I'm a little bit annoyed with the foreman in the ant farm. Do you know what I mean? I appointed 4 foremen. All right. So there's 10,164 ants in there. That's 10,164. Right. Don't ask me how many later on because it might change. Because you know what ants are like. They will just be all over the place. Some of them might escape. Some of them might eat each other, ingest each other. But there's at least that number there now. And I've got to say, a lot of the foremen are slacking. If I'm honest, you know. And this is the thing, you know. When I decided to get a hobby, I thought, what's the best thing to do in a lockdown? Get a load of ants. So I went out. I rallied them up. I don't mean that in the sense of like I didn't corral them like a shepherd or a cowboy. No, I encouraged them to follow me into our house, and a number of them, 10,000, 11. There's a certain numbers of them followed me, and. I'm just a bit annoyed because they're not really producing the milk I expected. Fine, I'll collect their eggs. Yeah, I'll collect an ant egg, not a problem. But getting the milk out of them has been a trial so far. I'll be honest with you. And even the ones who are like the evil ants who are keeping control. Do you want a cup of tea? I'm going to get a cup of tea. I've got 700 copies of Titanic. you want a... Can I knock you up a sandwich with on a Titanic DVD? Okay. What about if sorry, I was shouting there, and I was just in the doorway. What about if I knock you up a sandwich on a bootleg copy of Die Hard? No? Okay, that's fine. Oh, I'm glad. Do you know what? I'm really glad we stocked up on massive cups. Sports Direct cup, this is. And do you know what's good about it is that it's got water in it because there was no time there to boil a kettle. And I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why, because I've only got about 10 minutes left. I don't mean in this conversation. I mean, I must buy a table. I mean, I've only got 10 minutes left. Do you understand what I mean by that? Can you cover up your nose? Do you know what the thing is? The thing I really regret is I dropped my basket. Before lockdown, obviously, there's no baskets at all. I dropped my basket and it was full of flowers for my mother-in-law. You know my mother-in-law. She's called... Enid. And I said, if you want to be my lover, you've got to be my best friend. She loves Spice Girls. I'm fine. Think of Kath and Kim. Oh, Kim and Kath and Kim, it doesn't matter. It's a programme about two women who are in a small car travelling around Europe. And I've been so addicted to it because they go to all the places that we can't. Do you ever watch TV? Sometimes I watch TV now and I think like, oh, what are they doing touching? What are they doing in a crowded people? Because they can. Because it was before the lockdown. Kim and Kath and Kim, Kith and Cam and thing. So don't touch that. Don't touch that, it's dead. Oh, God. Do you know what it is? There's one of the ants, right? And he's called Brian. And he is always touching things that are dead. Brian. Right. Brian, yeah, I can see your little antlers, your antler things, not antlers, what are they called? Antennae. Your little antennae, yeah? Your little antlers, yeah? Your little antlers going around. Don't touch that, it's dead. How many times, Brian, do I have to tell you, right, not to touch dead ants? How many times do I have to tell him? How many? 11 times. I have to tell him, Brian? Oh my God, it's the first time ever I've understood what an ant said to me. Brian, yeah, thanks for coming back. So, sorry, I've just spent the last sort of, 4 months or whatever trying to communicate with you. None of you said you understood ant because you didn't respond to me, and then you're actually say that again? What did you just say? Promise me you won't get a neck tattoo. Well, why would I get a neck tattoo, Brian? Why would I? Because it'll remind me of Enid. Well, no, I'm not going to get... Me and Enid, she's my mother. She was my mother-in-law. She's not now. All right? What? Like I'm going to get a neck tattoo with Enid just on my neck? It's not a bad idea, actually. Have we got any biros? I'm going to just go and check. Right, I've got there's loads of DVDs in here. There's Point Break. There's I don't know, Friday the 13th, part 14. But there's no biros. So if I did want to get a neck tattoo, then I'm really sorry. Can you put over your nose? Just stop buying bags for life. I don't mean like the bags for life that you use all the time. I mean just stop buying bags for life. Just saying, we've got enough bags. We've got DVDs, bags full of DVDs. We don't need any more. Oh, pineapple yogurt. Do you fancy pineapple yogurt? I don't. Brian. Sorry, it's Ryan. I didn't realise. He mispronounced it. You've only the first time you've started chatting to me. It's Ryan. Yep, Ryan. Don't I've said that. Ryan, nice hat. No, it's a nice hat. I used to have one just like that. Ryan, sorry, I'm really emotional. I'm really emotional, and I'm going to put my dog down. No, I don't mean like I'm going to have it executed. I mean, I'm talking metaphorically. I'm going to put my dog down. I'm going to put that thought there. Is that I really miss my mother-in-law. She was more than a mother to me. She was like a mother bound by an actual contract. And even though she helped me out in the past, I really regret just saying, I can't remember what it was. I never loved you. You'll never amount to anything. You really don't look good in your favourite clothes. Ryan, can you stop eating? That is disgusting. Put the thing over your nose. You'll never amount to anything. You'll never amount to anything, right? And I loved her. You'll never amount to anything.
Oh wait, no, social distancing. I forgot.
What?
So, I've just had my arm around you.
Oh yeah, social distancing.
Social distancing.
He's put it over his nose though.
I put it in my nose. I'll use this mask here.
Just make sure you get Rex's penis in there. Poor dog. Poor Rex.
Good old bear. Okay, that was Gary Kitching and co.
Yeah, it was just a bit of me and Mr. C. Come and see it. I'll tell you what, when lockdown ends and theatre's back on, I'll do me and Mr. C. It will be completely free, and all the proceeds for what I do it, I'll do it for like 3 nights, and all the money will go to Alphabetti Theatre.
Oh, thanks, mate. That's nice of you. So
instantly regretted that.
How you done? Oh, great. Oh, we've got something in. We've got some winners to announce. Sexy Rexy, Hattie Eason, you've been on fire on the live chat. So not only did you give loads and loads of suggestions, but Gary's going to sit there.
No, sit as though it looks like you're my ventriloquist dummy.
Okay. Don't put your hand up me or down my pants, please.
I did. I put it up him.
Right. So our other winners, we've got. So Hattie, you're going to win something. If you can get in touch with Andrea, we'll have your. I'll email some. Not email. I'll post some stuff over to you. Sean S. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. SUNS. That was incredible coffee bean work. I mean, unbelievable. Thank you, Andrea. You've won a prize, and I'm very, very... get away from him, man! That was from Rosie, I can already tell, just from the way that it's been written. And Rosie's bubbled with me, so she's... It's all right. He's COVID-free.
COVID negative.
Yeah, his wife works for the NHS.
Full of AIDS, so...
Not a funny joke. Hattie, you also won, and Will Stone and Adam Palmer and Elijah Young, you all won prizes. If you make sure you give us your addresses, if you can email those to technical, T-E-C-H, I don't know how to spell technical, at alphabettitheatre.co.uk. Email your postal addresses and we will post out prizes to you. So, I've been Ali, you've been great, Gary's been all right.
All right.
Please give up for Steve. Just if you can clap at home, so it feels like we're all clapping together, and I'll big this up. So please give it up for Steve and Andrea and Adam. No, Adam, not yet. No, because I need to do other stuff. I'm just bigging it up so they. Okay, great. And not yet. So, people, start clapping your hands. I hope someone's doing it, and till we can hear it, we're not going to stop the stream. Okay? So, keep on clapping really, really loud as you can go, and then we'll get it. And while that's going, if you can donate, please do. It's worth a lot to us, even as much as you can. If you didn't like it, then tell one of your enemies. If you can't give any money, then tell a rich friend. If you can't give anything, can you just share what we do? So we've got loads of stuff online currently, if you haven't witnessed any of it. We've got audio plays, we've got lots of other stuff. Every month we're releasing at least 2 new things. So we're doing a live stream, and then in the middle of the month, we're then doing a new different type of play or something else coming out. Tomorrow we have a work in progress coming out, which is going to be beautiful. And then we're back with our next Betti show. Oh, I'm beginning to hear some clapping, so thank you, keep it going, that's great. We're next back with our Betti show on 2nd September, and then on before that, in the middle of August, we've got The Meat Factory, which is incredible. It's by Dave Rayner, and you're going to love it. Thank you very much.
Send us your fucking money.
Thank you. Good night.
Well done, everyone.